Radio Raheem here with the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire. Nonito, it's been not that long since you stepped in the ring, but so many changes between your last fight and this one. Talk to me about the transitions you've been going through. What brings you into the ring this time and how these things may change your approach?
Well, I mean, this is now I'm back in the United States. I mean, I've fought around everywhere from Macau to the Philippines, which I'm grateful for because I've learned a lot from it. But, just the different approach in life is just the mental mindset that I have. I'm ready to go out there. I've learned to be grateful with everything that I have and just taking step by step and knowing the outcome of it is victory.
Your whole life, your father has been in your corner. He's been a part of your training camp. He's been the guy that heads your training.
Yes.
And this time, it's not the case. Everybody grows up, everybody in the sport, usually with their father, it takes that moment when they feel like there needs to be a transition. Why now? What made you feel like now is the time to transition out of the parental guy in your corner into a different trainer?
Well, I had talked with my dad. I mean, I felt like I needed to step up more, in order for me to stay in this game for a long time and be on the top. I wanted to talk to him about how we can create all of that, and my dad was gracious enough to understand that he might not make it up there. He might not get me up there. So he graciously bowed out and asked me to search a coach that I think will get me there. And my father and I, we communicate still, and that's the most amazing thing now is that in all my life, it was always like in order for the family to get together, we have to be together in the boxing ring, but in this case, we're still together, but at the same time, he's supporting me, which is incredible.
And there's no question that your father will always support you as a son. Is he involved in the camp at all? Is he stepped back completely from the training and the boxing camp aspect of his role?
Well, he's in the Bay Area right now, and I'm in Vegas. But I'm pretty sure that when he does go in Vegas, he's gonna be part of it, and that's pretty much it. It's just there is no door closing to anybody.
This isn't a new, goal for you in capturing another world title. You've been on top before. You're the Filipino Flash, got a ton of fans, and well-deserved. Once a champion loses his title and has the courage to come back, you've climbed the ladder at super bantamweight legitimately, no gifts. You've earned this title shot. But this time around, what do you have to do or be different than the last time you were able to capture titles?
Well, I hold the belt right now, so I'm that's the biggest thing now is I've hold the belt every year since 2007, and I've had the targets on my back for all those times, and at the time, I didn't really understand it, I took things for granted. Now, even though I just got my belt last year, I got the target in my back, but now I know how to handle that. I know how to handle that, and I know how to be grateful for every moment of being a world champion, and that's why there's a big difference in me mentally and as a champion as well. It's just a big difference now. I'm ready.
You're ready, and you're also on the Pacquiao undercard pay-per-view fight. It's you guys are both Filipino, obviously. You've always shown so much respect for Pacquiao whenever we've talked. It seems odd for fans to realize that this is the first time you guys have shared a card. Why do you feel like that is? Why is it taking so long?
Well, I think that promotional-wise, nothing really got back together. Different schedules, different schedules were made. For my part, for his part, for the promoter's part, and one way or another, it happened. It took a long time, but I'm grateful for it.
Have you and Pacquiao had any discussions in the build-up of this fight, or when you were negotiating putting yourself on the card?
Not yet. They put me up in there, after they have already settled everything. But I was like, man, you let me get up in there. Y'all owe me some fight anyway, so give me up in there, or you guys are gonna owe me some money.
Now, as you said, you're a world title holder, but you're facing a guy who's undefeated. Young, hungry. Jesse Magdaleno is no pushover. How do you approach in this fight, and knowing you've been the young, hungry fighter before in your career? How do you approach guys like that with the target on your back, and knowing that they feel like they can come and get you?
Come on in my house. That's pretty much what it is. That's how I feel inside the ring. I'm the king of the ring. I am a warrior. I am victorious. This is what I claim is victory. That's what I go in there with that mindset, regardless how many targets is on my back. As you can see, the demeanor just changed just like that because I am ready. You know, it doesn't matter if you are 100-0 or whatever, or you're greatest fighter in the world. I'm ready. When you step inside that ring, this is how I take it. I am the king of the ring.
And after the Nicholas Walters loss, some people were like, oh, Nonito's done. It's time to hang up. He did whatever he could do. How'd you get that fire back? Did it ever leave you? Like, to be back here now, again, holding the titles and being on this pay-per-view undercard, what did it take for you to transition out of that and be like, you know what, this is still my house?
The mindset. You know, at that time when I've been champions over for such a long time, you know, you start to think, oh, man, what's next? You know, and then you start dwindling down on your effort and desire for boxing until somebody puts you on the floor. I'm like, ah, damn it. For once in my life, I hit that floor and I realized, man, I don't ever want to be here again. I want to give it 100% from here on out, and that's why you'll see a different guy go inside the ring, because this time around, you'll see a guy who's determined to win and stay at this level.
You know, Pacquiao is kind of in the same vein in that he even retired. Obviously, it's only been 5 months, but he officially retired, and this is his comeback fight. He's looking, obviously, for something else to get out of this sport. Now the two biggest Filipino boxing stars in the world are on the same card. For whatever reason, it's taken this long. Is there a kindred spirit there? Do you see what he's accomplished and feel like you can still get beyond that? Is there any kind of rivalry there? What's the relationship like?
Well, it's a brotherhood, you know. It's a brotherhood, you know, from every fighter. You just respect every fighter, especially what he's done for the business, you know, for the boxing world, you know, and just everywhere else. You know, you just have that kindred spirit and kindred brotherhood spirit with everybody, because fighters that goes in there, they put their lives on the line. People that watch it, they think it's just, oh, they're just fighting. But really, some people don't even get out of that ring, you know, and that's why I have so much respect for people go inside the ring. And from what he's done in the past has been incredible. And that's the only thing you can do is show respect.
And one thing I have to respect about you, have for years, is your style sense, your fashion sense.
Man,
some
you guys
people
look good, baby. You know, the most beautiful thing about fighters is that they always ask me, why do you gotta always dress up? Well, because this is my job. You know, when I take pride of what I do, I'm gonna dress up with pride. When I dress up with pride, I dress up like a gentleman. When I dress up like a gentleman, I feel confident. When I feel confident, nothing can stop me. That's right, baby.
Radio Raheem with the Filipino Flash, the Fashion Flash. Nonito Donaire. We'll see you in the ring November 5th in Las Vegas, man. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Great to see you do your work again, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.